What's up, world? No, we at it again. We're about to do the
Q&A today.
Instead of saying world, let's call them fam. Or you saying team?
I want to call y'all our team because it's TeamKennard, but y'all watch us like every day, so y'all are part of the fam. Team.
Okay, yeah, see what you're getting at.
So, my team members, y'all are real MVP.
So we're gonna call y'all team then. Y'all, instead of world, we're gonna say team because y'all part of the team. I was thinking fam. Y'all put hashtag fam or team, which I want to be.
Yeah.
I'm liking fam, she like team, so it's up to y'all. Mm-hmm. So today we're doing a Q&A. So we want to, everybody keep asking, saying like, I want to know more about your wife, this and that. I'm like, what about me though? Like, y'all don't want to know about me? Like, I'm cool.
Yeah, just cool. I'm like, totally awesome. So Q&A, what's my favorite soda? Big Red. I love Big Red.
And what's mine? Not Sprite. I like Dr. Pepper. Mm-hmm. You don't know me.
Okay, I don't know you. We're
going to start off by saying, everybody want to know more about you, so we're going to say, tell us more about your past.
Okay. So I was born and raised in San Antonio, Texas. West Side. I was a little hoodlum. I was raised in the projects, Alazans, the Lincoln Courts.
Is that Spanish?
That's what they're called.
Oh,
we have to raise our Hispanic demographics. Anyways, I'm the youngest of 6 kids. The 3 boys were born first, and then there was 3 girls, and I'm the youngest baby. Same mom, same dad. When I was little, everything was good and great. We were happy, from what I can remember.
Till when?
I was 2.5. I remember going to my grandfather's funeral, my dad's dad. And after that, instead of just selling drugs, my dad started using them pretty heavily. We lost the house, and we just started like, my dad built like every house we ever lived in, and he like would build like all these houses, like from pouring foundation to like building the framework, I mean everything. And so like at that point we just started living in like the houses that he was building. When I was about 8, he would start disappearing, and my mom would kind of be there, but then not really, so I was kind of raised by my siblings. Then there came a point where we didn't see them at all, and then we got in foster care because of neglect, and I got in foster care when I was 9 years old.
Excuse me.
And I was in a few shelters. I was in 5 or 6 foster homes. And when I was 15 years old, I guess didn't have common ground with my last foster mom. I had been with her for 2.5 years, but I was just a strong-willed child, and she was a strong-willed person. Not in a negative way. I mean, I was straight A's. I was in every sport. Like, I was honor roll. I was National Honor Society. Like,
you ain't that smart. Calm it down. Yeah, I'm trying to.
What is that one?
Yourself.
The AP, the Advanced Placement.
You know what it's called.
I was even in IB, which is the International Baccalaureate program. Anyways,
let's bring it back down.
I was a great student and a great kid. Anyway, so she decided one day that she just didn't want me anymore. She only wanted little kids, and she dropped me off at a shelter. I had to go and tell my English teacher that day that I was being withdrawn from school, and she asked me why, and I said, I don't know. She's like, well, where are you going to go to live? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, it depends on what the people say and where they tell me I can go. So I moved to a shelter in San Antonio, and I was there for 2.5 months. My caseworker had gone on emergency leave, and so I had no visits. I couldn't call anybody because she had to approve it first. Anyways, she finally comes back, and she's just like one of the first things she says to me in our visit was, how do you know Lisa Jackson? And I was like, Lisa Jackson? I was like, who's that? I was like, my English teacher? And she was just like, yes. And I was like, I mean, she's a great person, great teacher. Like, where is this even coming from? Apparently, right when I got taken, she did some investigating. Within a week and a half of me leaving and being withdrawn from school, unbeknownst to me, she began the process to take me in as a foster kid. Typically, the whole training process can take like 6 months. She did it in a month and a half.
Woo-woo. That's Lily for you.
That's my Lily for you. And I went on a visit with her. One weekend, she had to drop me back off on Sunday night. But the next weekend, she picked me up, and I never went back. And when I was 17, we made the decision to adopt me because the state would not let me go off to college a year early because I was under the age of 18 and I would still have to be in a foster care placement or in a shelter for me to go off to college. Made no sense to me, made no sense to her. I love my mama. I wanted to be adopted by her, but there's just like a lot of benefits that you lose and a lot of support that you lose. And I didn't have that from anybody besides her. But she was willing to take that on, and she adopted me. And 2 weeks later, I came off to college.
How old was you?
I was 17 years old and like 5 months. So I was like 17 and a half when I came off to college, all on my own. All on my own.
So yeah, shout out to Lisa Jackson. That's my mother-in-law.
She's awesome.
And tell her, no, she looked just like me.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, you're so I look so like." What's funnier is when people try telling me and her that we look so much like, and she just kind of like chuckles and she's just like, "I adopted her, but thank you. That's a compliment to me."
Yeah, and she's black though.
Yeah, she's black.
She's Hispanic.
But my mother is an English professor now.
Where's she at?
In TCC Mountain View in Dallas, Texas. And so yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she cool. She alright. She probably watching right now too, but
she does. Every single time we post a video, she'll like send me a text message of like one sentence, or like she'll be like, "All you wanted was Wingstop, huh?" Or "All you wanted was So she lets me know that she's supporting me and she watches what I'm doing, and she's glad that she gets to see the babies more because she is far away. She was supposed to come tomorrow, but the ice storm and the snowstorm and the tornadoes out in Dallas. Praying for y'all, by the way.
Whoever live in Dallas, y'all stay safe.
Yeah.
My background, really, man?
Mm-hmm.
I want to kiss you. My background, I'm a military child, so I've lived around everywhere. I moved around a lot when I was a kid. I was born in Louisiana, Leesville. It's small, so I'm not for sure who all lives there, who's watching, but
Vernon Parish.
but nobody asked you. Let me talk mostly. This is my time now, all right? All right, so let me see. I moved to New York. I lived in Alaska, Hawaii when I was 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. Oklahoma, Washington, D.C. Washington, Colorado, Georgia, Kansas. Now I'm in Texas. So that's probably why you always see or hear Faye always saying yes ma'am, yes sir, this and that, because I was raised in the military, so we was always strict, just boom, 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 and that's why I want them to be like that too, like saying yes ma'am at an early age, where they know respect the elders, this and that. Why are you laughing at?
I'm just thinking about, for a military child, he doesn't clean.
When I was growing up, I had to clean. So my motto is, my parents always told me if I don't want to clean, then have kids. So that's what I did. I was like, okay, I have my own place now. I got kids. I had girls at that.
So another question, I guess he was asked, was what made you want to marry me?
The first thing, I seen this ring. I was like, damn, I want this ring. I only get this ring if I get married. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. Nah, I'm playing. The reason why I got married, though, we didn't get married right off the bat. After we met, like we was dating for a little bit, off and on. We was going through what everybody else go through, like breaking up, baby daddy, baby mama, this and that, off and on. But finally, her. You know how baby mamas get. That's how she was.
Okay, every female out there that's a baby mama, you know how baby daddies get. So.
But enough of that. I finally realized what's more important. I have two little girls, and like the only way that I'll be able to have them respect themselves is that if I respect their mother. Like, I'm not married to her, then like, what would they think of? Like, oh, I can have babies by anybody. I don't gotta get married, this and that. The main reason it was for my girls and for her, like, she deserved it. I remember when I first met her, I told her that my exact words was, "You ain't gotta worry about nothing no more. I got you. I'm gonna give you that feeling you always wanted." But baby, really? Okay.
Mess with my good mascara.
But that's what I told her when we first met. Like, I told me like her whole story about what's going on. It was longer than what she told y'all, but I had told her that I don't want you to go through what you went through before, and so at first, I didn't do that as I said, but after a while, like, I finally realized that I got older, I got more mature about everything, and then I finally settled down and was like, hey, we need to make this right, and so.
There was a couple I'm sorry's in there, and he doesn't say sorry. Like, Marcus can be wrong as two left shoes. Like, he can be wrong as two left shoes, and he'll be like, I'm not apologizing because that's how I felt in the moment. It's like, okay, you're not sorry that you said it? Well, that's how I felt in the moment. Do you not understand what an apology is? But
me and her been through a lot, like me and her been through a lot, which made us closer now, like made us be able to understand each other now, is because like we've been through so much together, finally figured out who we are together.
The way we argue is kind of funny sometimes. I would say it's annoying. Yeah, it's annoying. I can't stand them. But like, we don't hold back, and I guess it really does help because there's not built up. Like, there's not just an explosion of anger or like frustration, because when we're peeved and we're annoyed, like, we'll make that remark, we'll make that comment, and I mean, it'll be in the moment, and if he's not doing something, like, I'll point it out, and he can have his own remark or whatever to say about it at that moment, but at least I got it off my chest, and I'm not like just walking around like, oh, he didn't do this, and I'm like just like harvesting that like in me, and just like growing that and building that so that it just like bursts. Like, I think that's a good thing that we do.
Yeah. And then after we make up, we had that makeup. Not too much.
I honestly think it's really important that when you're married, intimacy, and I don't even mean that like full intimacy, like I mean just like this is really important. Even when you're annoyed or frustrated or you had an argument or something like that, like, I've had to train myself to, like, I'm mad at him right now, but, like, I'm more mad at the action than the person, and so, in order to get over that, like, we have to come back together, like, regroup, and then, just go forward. Like, I don't want him to be like all over me and like hold me and stuff like that sometimes, especially when we just argue, because that's exactly when he tends to do it, is like when he's not doing something he's supposed to, and then he'll be like, but baby, I love you, but baby, give me kisses and stuff like that, and it's like, that's exactly what I want, not just because he did something bad, but you just have to kind of let it go and just move forward with it, because otherwise if you harness that and harvest that, it's only going to lead to negativity and, just building. Yeah.
Some advice for y'all, for being new wives and husbands. I feel like just figure each other out. It takes time. Like, it's not easy. It's not perfect. It's not all gravy, whatever. Like, it takes time to like know that person. Like,
it takes time, but it takes patience and a lot of self-reflection. One thing that my mom always taught me is that you judge others the way you know yourself to be. So when you make a remark, or when you automatically want to jump to, oh, he's doing this because of this reason, oh, he's doing, like, stop those assumptions, like turn those off, because it's easy as a human, it's human nature to judge and jump to conclusions based off of, you know, your upbringing or your experiences in the past. But obviously there's a reason, there's something that brought y'all together, and that's what you need to focus on, because you can make and create anything as long as your mind and your heart is in it. So
what's your future goals for our baby girls?
honestly, with my upbringing, I really just want them to be like feel secure and safe and free at the same time. Like they're able to speak their mind, they feel like they can be and do anything, and that they know that we're behind them. Like no matter what happens, at the end of the day, when everything's said and done, that we'll always be there. I want them to be great in their own way, whatever way that is for them, whatever they hope to pursue. Besides being a clown, no offense to clowns out there, but it's just not a profitable business. So I had to put the thing in there with clowns.
Really?
Yeah. They freak me out too, and so.
I hate my class clowns.
Yeah, don't be a class clown because this is what you'll turn out to be. No, I'm just kidding.
My goals for my baby girls is I want them to play basketball. I want them to have a full ride to play basketball somewhere. Well, D1 wise. I want them to be the next Candace Parker and Skylar Diggins. Just, and I'm gonna coach them. Like my plan with them is to coach girls basketball through AAU all the way up to their high school days. Coach my babies. That's my goals for them. So they can have a full ride scholarship at D1.
Mine's is more academics. I feel like if they understand their responsibilities, and I understand, you know, teamwork and life skills and stuff like that, but education is my forte, and so
sports is mine.
I
feel like sports build character, better build like you all like. That's one thing about me because like I was a military child, so like I always play sports, so like it was easy for me to make friends because I was in sports. So you know, I didn't have to keep moving schools and like, damn, I'm be lonely now. I have no friends. I was always able to make friends just like that because I play sports.
And I guess it's different because I love our team, y'all, everyone MVP, but I don't need friends. I never needed friends.
She needed me.
And so if like whenever I moved schools and stuff like that, like the only thing I can control was my academics, and so I dug myself into them and I thrived, and that was my reward, was being great at what I could control, and I was great.
Yeah, right.
But on that note, do we have any like career goals that we want to? What are our career goals?
We wanna we're gonna move into a house in like
yes.
next year. Like, that's our plan right now. By November.
Well, it's gonna be a process.
Yeah, process. We're gonna move to San Antonio in May. And so, we have any fam out there? We got any team out there in San Antonio?
My heart
Make
and
comments
soul.
below.
Y'all the real MVP.
Leave comments if you live close by San Antonio, Commerce area. We're gonna be moving to
Jets and Rockets
in May, and hopefully by November we'll be moving into our beautiful house. So that's our next goal, to get a house, and then just like live happy, just be blessed.
Yeah, just kind of like with us, like whatever's meant to be, like will be. Whatever happens, like it'll happen, and it'll be great for us in the season and the timing that it's meant for us. And I mean, we're great, we're smart, you know, we got our heads on good. So like no matter what it is or no matter what happens, like we'll make the best out of it. And
everything we do is for our little girls. Like everything we do is for them. Like no matter what, if it ain't good for them, we ain't gonna do it. Like everything we do is for them. Like my reason why I want a house is for them to have a backyard for them to play in.
I didn't like to call it sacrifice. Like when I first had Adelina, I had a discussion with my mom, and I didn't want to say, like, she was like, yeah, you sacrificed a lot, you know, for having her, like, you know, that you just sacrificed a lot, you know, being a mother to her and stuff like that. And I, you know, tried to argue with her that it's not sacrifice, that it's something that I want to do. It's something that I feel like I was born to do, was to be a mother. I think we've both, and I especially, have put a lot on hold for our girls. When I was pregnant with Faith, I was already talking to the dean of admissions at a law school, several law schools. I had personal emails, cell phone numbers, contact information to law schools.
You're the dudes.
Deans of like
maybe some
law
girls,
schools.
No cell phone
Anyways, we just, and it doesn't bother me because I am exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and you know, that's being a mother. And honestly, if I were to go back to school right now, like, that would just take me mentally and emotionally, like, away from my children. We do everything for them.
So there you have it, more about the Kennards. You know, we try to tell y'all a little bit about us. This is episode 10, so I figured, you know, we'll have a couple episodes out there to see us. And now y'all are our number one fans right now, you know, so we want to tell y'all more about us. You know, we want to bring y'all into the household now. Y'all part of us. Yeah,
give us like a little warm up, like the first couple of times you introduce your boyfriend or your girlfriend to your, you know, family, like.
So now y'all married to us now. Like, this is gonna be every day.
Well, we're engaged now.
Yeah. We're engaged. We done told y'all our deepest secrets. So ain't got deep yet. Oh, never mind. But yeah. So stay tuned again. Thanks for watching. We love y'all. Subscribe, like, share. You know the routine. We love y'all.
Bye, team. Good night. What did you do?
I didn't blow no kisses this time.
Babe,
I didn't blow kisses.
If I look